What's up, everybody? We are here. We are back after a long delay with Matt's Mind, my Q&A series. I'm going to try to bring it back as a weekly thing here on the channel every single Wednesday. So if you guys have any questions you'd like me to ask or be featured here on the video, make sure you guys comment down below any question you might have for me. It doesn't necessarily have to be Lego or Star Wars related. Now, I will be answering questions first from all of the members of the channel. They do get priority, so we're going to go through those questions first, and then we'll jump on into everyone else's questions as well. First question here is from Kedem. He asked, what is your recommended process for sorting Lego? So me personally, I sort it by piece because whenever I'm building a Mach or whatever it may be, I usually think of the piece first, not necessarily the color. So for me, it's easier to look in a bin and see, okay, this is modified brick, okay, this is 2x2 tile, and then from there I can go and select what color I need, light bluish gray, dark bluish gray, tan, whatever it is. So that's just how my mind works. Of course, it might be very different for you, for whatever you're doing, but for me personally, I always think of what piece comes first, so that way I can go to the bin where that piece respectively is, find the part that I need, and then find the color I need, and then it kind of goes from there. So that's how I recommend sorting. That's how it works for me. I know a lot of people just like to sort it by color, which definitely works as well, but sorting is just gonna be different for everybody. Next question comes from Brix Films. He asked, what are your top 3 lightsaber battles in all of Star Wars? Well, the first one, this is no question for me, is Return of the Jedi. It's the final lightsaber battle between Luke and Darth Vader. You could just sense the raw emotion and the meaning behind that. It's one of my favorite choreographed, one of my favorite effects ever, one of the most meaningful lightsaber duels. Another one up there has to be the Kylo Ren and Rey team up in The Last Jedi, because you can clearly tell that this is one of the most beautifully shot sequences of a lightsaber duel, in my opinion, obviously, in all of Star Wars. I also like the fact that it's sort of Rey and Kylo Ren not knowing where their loyalties lie as they're teaming up, and you think they're going to team up and be good together, but then obviously it doesn't work out in the end. And then my third favorite lightsaber battle, this is a tough one. I mean, I'd probably have to say episode 5, probably Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, obviously when Darth Vader reveals the big secret. That was also another incredibly meaningful lightsaber duel, although there are a bunch of other really cool ones. I think some honorable mentions are the Kylo Ren and Rey fight on Death Star wreckage in episode 9. I think that was really well done. I also like their episode 7 fight. I like some sequences in episode 1, The Phantom Menace, especially Duel of the Fates. That was definitely up there. So like that's my like top 5 or 6, but as far as top 3 goes, that's probably it. Next question comes from Clone Boy asking, how about what got you into Lego? Well, I've actually told the story quite often here on the channel. Essentially, my uncle was a huge fan of Lego for the longest time. When I was a kid, he introduced it to me. As a kid, I got into Star Wars, Lego City, some Ninjago, lots of Space Police, Indiana Jones, all that kind of stuff. So I did play with Lego a ton when I was a kid. Of course, I did take a break as I entered middle school and high school to focus on sports, and then once that got sidelined, I came back here to the community, and I've been here ever since. Next question comes from Brick Reviews. Have you ever built a half of a Lego set and in the middle realized you messed up one piece and that would ruin it? You had to go back and take it apart and you raged. I can't think of one particular set, in all honesty. If I had to guess, this one most likely happened when I'm doing Technic. Fans of the channel know I hate Technic. I can't stand it. I don't have the patience for it, but it is worth it because it, you know, it works. But so I can't pinpoint like one exact particular set this happens, but usually it'll happen whenever I'm doing some sort of Technic step. I'll mess up a pin, I'll have to take it all apart, go back in, change the pin from one stud left to one stud right, and then it'll be fixed. But yes, it definitely happens all the time, and I hate it. Next question comes from SNP Productions. How do you suggest to build a clone army in 2020? Well, we've definitely seen the resurgence of these types of videos. Of course, we had the Chris Productions, Solid Brick Studios, M&R Productions, Clone Army sort of building in the early, couple of years. When the sequels came out, that took a little bit of a sideline, but now it's kind of back. I've been trying to build my clone army as much as I can. The best tips that I can give you for how to build a clone army in 2020 is eBay, Bricklink, Mercari, Craigslist, something like that. There are always deals out there. You just have to be diligent and look constantly. Some of you guys may know I did launch my eBay store a couple months ago. It's been going fantastic, so thank you guys for the support. But I am on eBay. I am looking for Lego 5 to 10 times a day, any given day, usually at least once an hour while I'm awake. So you do have to make the effort to check and stuff like that, but there are deals out there. The best advice I can give you is just to look on these third-party sellers, see if Target's got something cool, anything like that, but mostly Bricklink, eBay, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace has also been a great place. So just be diligent, look, be careful, make sure you're buying from somebody who's reputable, but then that's like the easiest way you can do it now. Next question comes from Ultra Dude 1. Would you rather burn all of your Lego and never buy more, or give up YouTube forever? This is a great question. Some of you guys know I don't prioritize building Lego first here on the channel. I've always, since I've been a little kid, loved cameras. I've loved technology. I've loved being in front of cameras. So I've used Lego as an outlet to become a entertaining YouTuber. I always prioritize entertainment. Number one, whatever I'm making. Obviously, if I'm making an Endor or any Mach like that, obviously that's also a priority. But number one priority is always entertainment. So that being said, as much as I love Lego, I think I love entertaining and bringing you guys better content. So I'm gonna have to say I'd rather burn all my Lego. Obviously I don't want to do that, but if it came between choosing Lego or YouTube, and if I was able to find a way to keep entertaining on YouTube, I would definitely say staying on this platform is probably my number one choice. I've always loved entertaining. It's always been the number one priority, so I'd go with that. Prison Mike, what's good, man? It's been a while. Sup, brother? Thoughts on the Bad Batch TV show? Honestly, it's something I don't think we needed. I think as much as the Bad Batch are cool in the Clone Wars Season 7, I think they're a little bit lackluster. They were cool to see. There was a lot of cool action sequences, which for me is more than enough, but I don't think we needed an entire TV series dedicated. Now, if it's just one season, I think that's fine, but if they try to stretch it into 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons and to try to expand that story a little bit more than we care to realize, I don't think it's going to go well. But I am excited. I am very hyped for it. Hopefully it comes out really well. Next question comes from DMR Brix. Will the Mach after Endor be a Clone Wars era Mach? If so, recommend Kashyyyk or Geonosis? Well, I don't particularly know what I'll be doing after Endor. I haven't even wrapped up finishing an Axis right now, but I am leaning towards something prequel era. I think I do want to continue with Clone Wars Machs. I had a ton of fun with an Axis. It's super fun. Clone Wars era is my favorite era of all time, so I do want to go back to Clone Wars era type builds. I don't know what it is, but hopefully. Next question here comes from Robonut03. Question: what is something a lot of Star Wars Mach builders overlook while building that you wish you saw more of? So this is, I'd like to modify this question a little bit. Something generally about a lot of other Mach builders in the community. Obviously, you guys on YouTube, hopefully you're familiar with the big Mach builders who build large scale. David, me, Jay, Chris, a bunch of other people. But something about this community of Mach builders who aren't necessarily as out there like we are in terms of entertainment and content, they tend to nitpick Machs a lot, and I get that's what a lot of people like, but sometimes I feel that a lot of people like too much detail. Again, that's just a subjective opinion. It's not how I build. It's not my style, so I do understand that. But I guess a pet peeve of mine is like builders in the Instagram or Flickr communities who are very, very picky with what they like to pick apart in people's projects or what they like to criticize. Although that isn't like exactly what your question is, I thought I'd switch that around and just answer that one, but hopefully that's sort of something you were looking for. Next question comes from TBricks with a $sign. How do you keep working on your builds even on smaller stuff? I feel like I lose motivation very quickly and easily while you keep up at it for months and months on the same project. What keeps you going? Well, number one, and as cliche and dumb as this might sound, it is you guys. I mean, making a video that people look forward to every single week, it puts this, I don't want to say pressure, but it pushes me to continue doing these videos. So building a Mach, Endor, an Axis, whatever it may be, having a viewership like you guys who watch my videos and are looking forward to it every single week or every single other week, whatever it may be, that does push me. And then I'd say the second most important thing is the final product. After building these large scale projects for a couple of years now, like 1 or 2 years, seriously, having the final project is an incredible feeling, and I think you can't really experience it or feel it until you actually do it. So my best advice would just be to take breaks when you need to. Don't force yourself to build when you're not motivated, because that's usually how your love of Lego or passion for Lego will sort of dwindle down. But just build when you want to. So, you know, like just get through it, if that makes sense. I really don't know what to say other than, you know, the end product is amazing. It's gonna be worth it. Just keep going. And the last question for today comes from Spencer5555. Spencer Fives. How many 501st battle packs would you buy? Also, your videos are awesome. Thank you, man. This is a question I've been seeing going around a lot. I've seen a lot of videos about how many 501st battle packs I'm gonna buy. To be honest, and I think this is the answer that Ryan had as well, like I don't know. It just depends on how many deals there are, if they go on clearance eventually, if they're out of stock all the time throughout this life cycle of the set. The honest to God answer is I don't know. Now, personally, what would I like? I'd like to open at least 20 to 25 of them. That way I can have an army of 100 plus some droids. That gives me enough to do any 501st battle Mach that I do want to do. Of course, I do want to buy more, but obviously I don't want to buy shelves out so that way no one else can have it, because this is probably one of the most, if not the most, desired Star Wars set of the past couple of years. So the honest answer is I don't know. There's no specific number if that's what you're looking for. But obviously, being a Mach builder, being that I want to continue building my army, I am going to try and buy as many as I can, obviously, and be smart with my purchases. I'll buy some at full price. I like to buy a lot of them at discounts if that's possible. Thank you guys for joining on the return episode of Matt's Mind. I'm going to be doing live episodes, I think, every other week or once a month maybe, because the last Matt's Mind live was actually really fun. But thank you guys for watching. Of course, if you guys have a comment or a question you want to be featured in next video, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe down below and comment that down below in the comment section. Also, let me know, guys, I have 2 of these beautiful sets that I want to build on a live stream. I don't know which one to do, Stranger Things or Vader's Castle. Let me know down below. And once again, huge thank you to everybody who is a channel member. If you guys want to become a member of the channel, exclusive perks, first priority on Matt's Mind Q&As, definitely go check out the link down below in the description. But until then, guys, I will see you later. Take it easy. Peace.